Jim LeBeau's 85th birthday dinner, Hastings, Minnesota, Friday the 13th, 2011. And there's the birthday boy. It was a better shot when you had the pretty girl with you, but we'll have to just deal with that.
They're doing good
Yeah, see, if I was here, my brother-in-law and my sister, they live in Rio Nuevo, Mexico, but they go.
At your age, I would do it. Unbelievable.
No, you know, this isn't a picture. These are movies.
These are movies.
Looking at your plate, how much food you got there. Oh, wonderful. Nice presentation.
So I'll go right here.
Because she was a real nice sweetheart.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jim.
Gordon.
Happy birthday to you.
But he really wasn't. Do you remember when he was 20 years younger, he had blonde hair and blue eyes? He was really born in a Scandinavian country over there someplace. Well, anyway, when he was about probably high teens or early 20s, he decided to immigrate to America. And he heard about some family in Marshall, Minnesota. And so he came through New York and Chicago. This is really an Ole and Lars story, I think. But anyway, it's Jim. Anyway, he got to Marshall. He sent a card immediately back to the old country to his family. He says, I'm doing fine. I'm here in Marshall, Minnesota, having a great, great time. Well, anyway, all correspondence ceased. 3-4 years went by.
I don't know.
Not a word from Jim. They used to call him Lars in the old country, but here they call him Jim. Okay? Anyway, what happened was, if I remember right, finally, Ole decided to come over and look for his older brother. And so and it happened to be, when he got to America, they named him Walt. And Walt went to Chicago and then on to Marshall, and he was checking around. Marshall's not a very big town, so he was looking for Jim, and the very next day he was at Marshall. He sees Jim standing on a street by this big, fancy, shiny Cadillac convertible. And Walt's, oh, Jim, he says, it's so happy to see you. And they kind of hugged and everything, and he says, you must have really done good over here in Marshall, he says. You got this nice, shiny Cadillac, and Jim says, yeah, he says, I did. He says, I've done pretty good. He says, you know, on Saturday night, he says, all the farmers, they come into Marshall, and anyway, this girl, I think her name was, she was from Dent, so it must have been Wilhelmina.